guys can sit down, and we've got here. Thank you guys. We have name tags, I think, but no. Okay, you know who everybody is.
Well, let's first just kind of go down the line, maybe Tamsen, we can start with you and work our way to Michelle. We've just seen the end of this season, so do you each have a moment that you were either most proud of, that you had the most fun shooting, or that you're most excited for audiences to see? You can pick any one of those.
Well, I would probably say the scene we just saw with Lucy and John.
Yeah. Really? But we saw you appear in the show this season.
It's true. Okay, let's go back.
But it was emotional, the
I know.
Lucy and John.
So was the kiss.
You were a badass android in that episode.
I know.
Have you guys, by the way, have you guys all seen this finale?
I saw it.
You've seen it? So why haven't you seen it?
Michelle, you have.
You have. Morgan, what about you?
I was like, present. Sorry.
Favorite scene the second season, I liked episode 3 with the masterpiece. I thought it was really cool. It's like a throwback to the Tribbles in Star Trek. and personally, I liked this scene that Alvis had with Dutch where she was all doped up and she's like, oh no, I'm fit. No, you're not. Look, you know.
That was the exact performance.
Tom's always so fun watching Pree. For me, looking at eye makeup and clothing, but also you have some fantastic lines. What have been some stand-up moments for you?
Oh wow. One of the lines I actually loved was the moment that a gentleman blew his brains out in my bar. And he said, "So who's up for cleaning brains off Rick?" I love that one. That's the moment I could not wait for everyone to see was when I stabbed the hand of Garrett. Oh, I read it and I burst out laughing. I was like, oh my God, please don't cut that. Don't cut that.
Well, about you?
My favorite was, and my most dreaded, and I hated it when I did it. I thought it was terrible, but I knew that it was when we did a little 55 or so. Yeah, but I mean, having done it, I was like, yeah, that was good. But I was terrified. Yeah, so that was one.
My favorite moment was the dinner scene on the crash. It really makes me angry. But the moment I was most excited for Lucy was my dad.
Michelle, not over yet.
Well, my favorite scene too, I think, was the dinner scene. That was just so much fun to do, and it came together so well. But I also very, very much liked Avenging Your Death. Shooting us like that scene. And then, probably my two favorite, but there's too many to mention. You guys don't know.
For me, first of all, Jeremy Boston, are you in the audience?
Go!
Jared is our co-writer on this episode, who hopefully also has some favorite scenes. So thank you, well done. For me, I think actually the last scene between you and Dutch in the bedroom. I think that was my favorite scene. But really, I'm partial to a lot of the Johnny and Dutch romance scenes. So friend romance. Romance. Those were my favorites, but yeah, that was so.
Cool. Awesome.
And we did mention the death of Dalsea, but we didn't like see her fully stop breathing, so
She was brilliant.
Yeah, I made a lot of hits. Let's just put it that way. I will say, I don't know about you guys, I found it a little loud, so for the first half I couldn't hear. Yeah. Feel free to watch again. There are some things y'all may have missed. One of them being a little kind of hit gravitates towards some stuff. Subtle, they're subtle, but you're all very, very smart people.
Should we go to some audience questions? Let's go over to the left side. Hey.
Hey guys. First of all, I want to congratulate you all on the renewal for season 3. So, yay. And I personally want to congratulate Erin on being a new addition to this family. She is absolutely beautiful. So I want to ask you all, what is it about this world, this quad, that you guys actually like the best?
Is it like the best?
Yes.
That's a tough question.
I like that all the women are the bosses.
I like my wardrobe.
Yes. Shout out to Trisha and team.
I'm all over my wardrobe. I live with every use and high. The part I love in the world the most is the lack of judgment. Like I love that sexually or opinions or the judgment scale, the moral judgment doesn't exist as it does in our universe. And I love that. And just created this world that's very open in many other ways. But the problem people have with each other is different. And it's person to person more than as a huge idea. I think it makes everything so possible in the world. I think it's awesome.
I get to wear a cape.
And a couple times this season you took off the tape, though.
There's more. There's a grittiness that I like. It's got the sense of humor, but it's also got that kind of texture and struggle. And people always like the underdogs, and the quad is this oppressed people that you love, but and it's always a struggle, and they're always against the bad guys.
I think one of my favorite things, not necessarily about the world, but sort of kind of more the show in general. And I think that watching this last episode sort of brought that to a head even more. It's like the element that there's all these like really sort of separate people who are having really, really difficult times, and they all sort of bonded together in this family, and they're all sort of fighting for one specific thing. And they really don't have, all these people are separate, like especially I got a little teary and stuff with Rob's stuff with Khlyen, talking about seeing Dutch again, and everything sort of changed for him, and just all those elements of this sort of family. We're all sort of chosen family, and all of these characters sort of don't have a lot of other things except for each other. It's kind of cool to see it all come together. Gets me right to the heart. So, I like that.
And there's never really an easy day in the quad. There's never an easy day on the Killjoys. It's really just like,
No, legs.
just get the hang of it. Over here, hey sir.
Hi. Actually, this is a follow-up question to last year. I asked about whether we're going to see visual manifestation of Lucy, and you said in season 10, hopefully. So that was a trick answer?
Oh, was it true? Dude, you just tried to bust me for lies. It's off. No more answers. No. I can't remember if we had actually started our season yet at that point. And it is something that we always wanted to do with Tamsen. And then the writer of that episode, John Coetzee, who's a really talented and very clever man, pitched the hell out of that to the point where we're like, okay, we gotta do it, because I think he might have pitched a kiss and everything, and we were like, all right. So we have ideas on things, and also body switching that kind of stuff, and we think it'll be season season 5, but we have an amazing writing staff, and if they pitch it to us like, hey, don't want to write, then we're gonna break our oath and reach it.
Tamsen, when you first read that script and you realized that you were going to play this android, what did you think of that? Why was that fun? Why were those fun days on set for you?
Oh, it was exactly as you imagined. It was fantastic, and getting to meet everybody and getting to meet the ship.
Right.
Yeah, that was really fun. Pushing every button I could find. Nothing else. Didn't do anything. No, just stuff. No, it was so much fun, and then doing the stunts and just sort of all of a sudden being thrown into the whole world with everybody was really amazing.
Yeah, we loved it. And you got to kick some butt too.
I got to smack some people around. Yeah.
Nice. Hey.
Okay, this is for all cast. What was the biggest surprise you found that was going to happen for your character?
Is it the biggest surprise about your character?
Yeah, that was going to happen this season for your character.
It's hard to hear up there. So say again, just get right in that mic.
Well, pertaining to this season, what was the biggest secret you found that was going to happen for your character? Or sorry, like the biggest surprise that was going to happen with your character?
Okay, Warlord?
Morgan, what about Alvis? Was it a surprise when you read on paper about he and Dutch having a romantic connection? Did you sense that was coming? What did you think when you found out that surprise?
I sensed early in season 1. I mean, I don't know if it was always planned but the way it was written and the way it kind of played out, I felt there was this connection and this trust between them.
Yeah.
I wasn't sure it was going to happen in season 2, but when it did, I was like, oh yeah. I know how this works. I totally get sucked over an airlock. But no, that's a deal out of John. I'm still around, so.
Michelle, was it always the plan?
No.
No?
No, I mean, you guys had a history. I didn't know we would revisit it. You guys learned that basically in that one scene in episode 4. We had to suddenly in the last minute, we lost location. It was like, crap, how do I get this information out? And we wrote a scene for you. That badass one where you come with your cape and we're following you from behind and you meet Downey for the first time. And you guys, you made fun of your cape and you made fun of him and Doug was sitting there like, what? And it was this great moment between where I said, I like these three together. And so at that point we started thinking, so I put a bit more of you guys in the finale and season 1 and it sparked again. I didn't say anything because I wanted to be like, this is working. And it was working.
Well, I think the biggest surprise for us that you ended up being a good guy and that you sacrificed yourself. So I want to know, did you know from the beginning that you were actually doing this for the love of God, or was it kept in the dark that you're supposed to be this bad guy?
I knew nothing. I think, and honestly, with the intelligence of the fans of the show, I guarantee you I knew less than them half the time. No, I didn't know at all. There was a Michelle from Eastern Sunday, I think it was, at 7:30 in the morning or something. And I woke up with a scooper. She's like, hey, I'm writing, you're so done, but it's going to be really good. Yeah, but I thought that was one of the classiest things I've ever experienced or even heard of in business, is somebody having in the middle of writing it, just saying, just a heads up, I'm so sorry, but it's going to be a beautiful moment. Thank you so much, it's very wonderful.
And to be fair, I should also mention, I told you the same as I told a few other members, which was that like, I'm not so sure it's gonna stick.
Are you saying I'm John Snow?
Thanks for pointing that out, Terry. Sometime this season, sometime I was like,
I've actually seen her show. I watched her a few times just to catch up on the world when I've gone a little bit of times. Not that I've watched some.
Oh, sorry.
But sorry, how early did you call?
Probably 4 or 5 episodes ago. Like mid-season. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I was saying that maybe he's not so bad.
Yeah.
That's the way you can make like a prediction without fully committing to it. Yeah, I thought you were able to. Well, let's go back to the floor. We got more questions over here. How's it going?
I'd actually like to, I do have a question, but there's a statement that's a bit more important for me to say. To touch on what Mr. Allison said a short while ago, I don't know you personally, so it seems fair. But it's very hard in the world of fantasy. Sometimes I want to watch television for escapism, you know. But it's very hard to be told time after time, no matter what geekdom it is, well, it should have sexism in it, or it should have racism in it, or it should have homophobia or biphobia in it, because that exists in our world. It's impossible to make a universe that doesn't have one of those things in it and make it seem real or viable. And I really like the fact that your show is one of the best examples of how that's completely and utterly false. It's refreshing. But my actual question is about Pawter. What was it like writing and reading that death for the first time? Because Pawter was a part of the show since the beginning. I know the beginning was only like, what, 19 episodes ago, but the show goes so fast and the world is so well built that it feels like a lot longer. So what was that moment like? The moment behind what we saw, not the moment we actually did see. Both of you? Anyone, just anyone. One of the backstage hands can come along and just answer the question.
Well, I knew it was coming, but Michelle had called me as well. And I also had a feeling it was coming, which I kept telling Aaron. I was like, I'm definitely dying this season.
I don't think so. I said, you really got a good arc. It's really good. You're not going anywhere.
So, but then Michelle asked me not to tell anybody. So it was this very funny, like, lockdown of episode 9 on set, and no one would give me the script, and all the crew would make eye contact with me. Anything that I knew, and I was like, what's going on? Why won't I just wanted to read it so badly and make sure it was like going to be a great, tragic moment, which it was. I was very happy with that. I can see Adam there. He wrote it. Yeah. So I knew it was coming, and I was very happy and excited by it as soon as I finally read it. Once the group finally gave it to me. And then I just couldn't wait to see what happened in 10, and then the fallout from that, so.
And Michelle, what did you want to achieve with that decision and that death, and kind of where Pawter was at the moment of her death? Because it came as such a surprise, it pulled the rug out from under us, but it came at such a kind of, right after such a cathartic moment for her in terms of her resolution. What did you want to achieve with that, and why did you decide to put it there?
I mentioned this in one of the interviews, but there's a song that we've written that is essentially the Western theme song. And it shows up in multiple places throughout the 2 seasons. The first time is the first episode, when you guys are, go off with some random girl and having a Dutch at a bar, immediately you leave them. And it's basically at that point like a fun work song. And everybody's like, well, tell them how to suck it. You go here. Our intent with that, and you'll see it again show up in 8, which is what Pree sings. Then you see sort of the druggy version of it. In 9, we have the young man singing as a funeral dirge because Old Town's about to die. And why I tell you all this is at the beginning of season 1, I wrote the lyrics, and there's a lyric for her. And I messed it up, and I called my fellow EP, Karen West, I was amazing, and I was like, I think Pike's kind of talking. And she's like, why? And so it basically was me realizing that there was this lyric about the girl from Crash and Pair of Red. And it was the people from West Germany had taken her afterwards, and they were singing to Crash. screw you, she's not yours anymore. And she's not going to die for us. She became basically a symbol of the revolution. And we don't have a lot of her. We have 10 episodes. We have warrants, we have relationships, we have politics. I want to give them enough weight so that we don't give you, hey, fake war, and a bunch of people that you don't know and therefore we're telling you don't have to care about are going to be casualties. We needed somebody that represented the soul and spirit of Old Town. And that was her.
What have you guys learned while working on Killjoys? And can you give us an example of how it's going to carry forward in your life?
Deep question.
Never pick up the phone on Easter.
That's tough to follow. Maybe move on. That's something else.
I will break you guys so they come up with their answers and just say, I've learned it yet again. Don't pitch something that you think, they'll never let me do that. Bisexual succubus, they'll never let me do that. Spaceships in Canada, nah. So, that's learned.
Technology has feelings too.
Okay, well, my glib answer is you can never wear too many jewels or makeup. But I kind of knew that already. It's hard to see how I'll carry this forward, but what's been amazing is you hear many stories of being on set and shows and performers and writers and producers and egos and attitudes, and I've done most of stage, so the film and TV world is new-ish, but everyone has been so great in this company. So my point of reference is I've been spoiled for the future. And I don't say because they're all here, because I can bullshit. I may not have a job next year, but no, I'm guaranteed that Pree lives, But the great part is the experience I've had with these people and our crew who've been amazing and our producers who've been funny and generous and kooky, and we've all had such a great time. We actually do get along this well. So on set, it's this kind of laughter and craziness and funniness and humanity, and that is an experience that I like that I am spoiled forever.
We do have some quick business to let you know. The first 50 people who came into the panel received a yellow autograph ticket. If you have that yellow ticket, you can come by the space booth, in moments to receive your autographs. Unfortunately, there will not be any photo ops, and the space booth is down in the South Hall at booth 1252. I haven't been there yet myself. It's been a happy time. You should go there soon. Yeah.
It looks good this
before
year.
we wrap up, Michelle, congratulations on getting a third season. Is there anything you want to say to the fans coming up for the panel?
I'm a little tired, sometimes the Andy voice becomes an Ellie. Thank you. Essentially, from the bottom of my/our collective hearts, thank you for being with us. Thank you for understanding that some of the stories take a little bit of time for the ultimate payoff. Some that seem closed now are not. We have ideas in season 3 that are already blowing our minds. So my best intention is we will kill ourselves to equal logos. That's my promise to you.
So thank you for making the first 2 seasons so excellent. We really look forward to season 3. And I don't know if you know, but Killjoys is actually now the most watched space Canadian original series of all